Here's why carried interest should be taxed as income. Carried interest is performance-based compensation for services, not a return on capital investment. Understanding this requires examining how private equity funds operate. Private equity funds have two types of investors: general partners and limited partners. General partners are the fund managers who make investment decisions, analyze deals, and manage portfolio companies. Limited partners are the investors, such as pension funds, endowments, and wealthy individuals who provide the capital but take no active role in management. General partners typically invest a small portion of the fund's capital themselves, usually about 1 to 3%. This personal investment rightfully receives capital gains treatment when the fund sells investments at a profit. However, general partners also receive carried interest, typically about 20% of profits above a certain threshold, as compensation for their management services. Many funds include a hurdle rate, meaning limited partners must receive a minimum return, often 8% annually, before general partners collect any carried interest. This protects limited partners from paying performance fees unless the fund outperforms basic benchmarks. The critical distinction lies in the source of returns. When general partners earn money on their capital contribution, that represents investment returns and deserves capital gains treatment. But carried interest comes from managing other people's money. It is performance-based compensation for professional services. Consider how this works in practice. A general partner might invest $1 million of personal funds in a $100 million fund. When the fund profits, the general partner receives capital gains treatment on returns from that $1 million. Separately, they receive 20% of the total fund profits as carried interest for managing the entire $100 million. That carried interest is earned through labor, analyzing potential investments, negotiating deals, serving on portfolio company boards, and making strategic decisions. The general partner's labor, not personal capital, is what earns him or her this compensation. This mirrors other professions where compensation depends on performance. Real estate agents earn commissions based on sale prices, but pay ordinary income tax on those commissions. Investment bankers receive bonuses tied to deal outcomes, yet face ordinary income tax rates on that compensation. Sales professionals earn variable compensation based on results, again, taxed as ordinary income. Carried interest operates identically. Fund managers provide professional services and receive variable compensation based on performance outcomes. The fact that compensation is calculated as a percentage of profits rather than a fixed salary does not transform labor income into capital gains. Some argue that general partners face risk, justifying capital gains treatment, but they risk professional failure, not personal capital. Poor performance means lost future earning opportunities and damaged reputations, employment risks that are common to many professions. A car salesman who makes most of his money through commissions faces risks as well, but we don't treat his commissions as capital gains. The reform is straightforward. Tax carried interest as ordinary income while preserving capital gains treatment for actual capital invested by general partners. Taxing carried interest as ordinary income ensures that professional services receive consistent tax treatment, regardless of industry or compensation structure. As a final note, people should be aware that taxing carried interest wouldn't generate massive tax revenues, as the Congressional Budget Office estimates it would only generate $12 to $13 billion over 10 years. So support for reform in this area should be born out of a desire for fair taxation and not a misguided belief that taxing carried interest will make a large dent in America's debt crisis. If you enjoyed this video, check the description for ways that you can support me and drop a comment letting me know what videos you want me to make next.